So after that, we had the Dark Order out in the ring. As I mentioned, they were in Rochester. Fans were chanting Brody, Brody, Brody. Of course, home Brody Lee. Silver's like, the Dark Order is in, Rochester, and Rochester's Dark Order country. Evil Uno says we have very important news. This is coming fresh off the news that Alan Angel's no longer with the promotion. I guess we should mention that. So, Alan Angel's, I believe they offered him to resign. He said nah, essentially because like he wants to get out there and make himself a bigger name. Wasn't like they were really using him like that. And looking at the landscape, it's like he just wasn't going to get an opportunity at this point, and that kind of stinks. Like I think, and it's that unfortunate side effect. I think guys, in his situation, it was really smart to come into AEW when he did. Obviously, there was a pandemic, couldn't wrestle anywhere. Now he can, use whatever like kind of clout he gained from AEW to roll into other places. I know he's booked all over the place. He did Impact last week. Had a match with Speedball Mike Bailey. Really enjoyed that. I really like Speedball Mike Bailey a lot. He's someone that I will be following closely.
From what I heard, he's like a most outstanding wrestler contender this year so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see it like like he's an assassin with the feet, got all the flips. He's awesome. But back to Alan Angel's case, so like he leaves and that opens up a lot of discourse and stuff like that. And I was pretty like I feel like I'm gonna follow Alan Angel's career simply because of how he came onto the national spotlight like with Kenny and stuff like that. I just want to see what happens to this.
Is that
guy.
the only reason?
Yeah, I would say so. And he's got his own talent and everything, but like I'm like I feel like he's kind of linked with this guy.
I thought it was kind of on some along with that. It's also like the extra fuck right and sad energy. Like I thought that was gonna come apart because it's like, bro.
I mean, it kind of goes with that. Like
the like, and I don't even necessarily think you like hate Ryan Sanders. I just think he, just like I do, think he said something that was really dumb.
Yeah.
Right. It was like, and then he doubled down on it. People were like, nah, bro, you're wrong on this. Like this happens in all the wrestling outside of WWE, of like people taking people a little bit longer than 5 minutes or whatever else. And then like also he thought that Kenny Omega's finishing move was a V trigger when it's not. So it's like, nah, man.
No. Yeah. So they did end up, him and Kenny, they had two matches in AEW, and the second one was like, like a 6-minute match, and then I think Kenny gave him more the next time, and I remember that because that was like I think his last TV match that he did before he went away, and I was like, man, it looks like Kenny got his springs back a little bit, and Alan Angels, that was kind of like I think that may have been the last time we got to see him, on the main show. And I don't know, man. It stinks. And a little bit, and when I get back to this Dark Order segment, I'm seeing these guys in the ring, and I'm like, they basically say, yo, the 6 of us are here to stay, and Dark Order is forever. And we begin a new chapter, and a new chapter begins with a new proclamation. They give the mic -1. And then I'm like, man, this is a really tough segment to kind of take, because it's like, yo, these guys have been starting to get eliminated. Like Cole's not around. This guy, Alan Angel's not here. And there's only 6 of them there, and it's like, well, what the fuck? Like, and then their leader died, and then I was like, man, the day that this is not a thing, if that ever happens, which it looks like it could.
There's a great chance it won't be. Yeah.
People are gonna be really like people are gonna be hurt by this. Like that, this is like, and I don't know if this is their parasocial relationship with the promotion and AEW, and like the forming these connections with these people, watching these vlogs and stuff like that. It's just like I just took it away. I was like, people are gonna be devastated when this doesn't exist anymore, because I feel like it's coming.
Okay, so I'm with you. I'm just right now looking up the definition of parasocial, because I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I ain't heard that one before. You got me good with that one, bitch. I was like, wait, what? Excuse me. But yeah. Okay, now don't call the speed now because you had left me in the dust for a minute. Yeah, I get it. I guess maybe I think because I'm not nearly as committed to AEW through like stuff like BTE or watching Dark like outside like the first few episodes of it, or something like Dark Elevation to where like or the vlogs outside like the clips of something funny or interesting or felt like it's going to lead to something being on the television. I haven't really I got the bond that people have in that way with um, Dark Order because like they were a huge staple of BTE. So I get exactly what you mean. It just I guess maybe I'm fortunate enough to where like I didn't invest in that way. So like I'm probably going to avoid that, but I absolutely get what you're saying because like um they they were dead to rights until Brother Lee showed up. I mean, it wasn't as bad as the Nightmare Collective, but it was like, okay, so like, is this an incel cult thing? The fuck is this? This kind of stinks. And then Brother Lee shows up and he's doing this man like parody stuff, and that's interesting. And then he's like, he's bullying out John Silver, and it's fucking hilarious. And he's squashing people in this fun. And then he wins the TNT title from Cody by squashing him. And then they bring out Anna Jay as the Queen Slayer, and she chokes out Brandy. And it felt like they had a lot of steam to them, and it very much saved the act. And then like as soon as it got hot, like that's as fast as Brody was off TV. Like I can't remember. Did he even have a match after the match with Moxley for the title? Was that his last match?
His last match was with Cody for the title in that dog collar match.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So, it was this thing where it's like it wasn't working. So the person that made it work is gone. Now it's like, and for a while they were getting a lot of steam out of the Adam Page thing, and it gave a lot, at a time where Adam Page needed friends, he was their friend. At a time when they needed a leader, they used him as a leader, and without him actually officially becoming the leader of Dark Order, they were friends, and like everybody enjoys and is fond of their friendship when they're on screen and all that kind of stuff. We always enjoy when they both make saves for each other, and even a couple weeks ago when Silver and Page teased everyone, eliminate each other in that over the top rope battle royal. That was fun. But I don't know how long. I don't know what their use is now at this stage in the game in AEW outside of Adam Page at this point. And like if they want to do a Adam Page and John Silver and Evil Uno as a trios match for the trio stuff, I'm all for it. Or if you want to, still do Silver and Reynolds as, a team that gets the wins on Dark, and then might get one win every blue moon, or win a tag team battle royal to face the Young Bucks or whoever else are the tag team champions, and eventually lose, cool. But as far as kind of the space they occupied, I feel like that turf's kind of been taken up by a bunch of different places from a bunch of different people in different ways, right? Like Swerve came in, Red Dragon came in, like there's all Keith Lee came in, Kings of the Black Throne came in. Like it feels like all this stuff is kind of been taken up that was theirs, and like those people are just bigger names / more talented, and I don't know what to do than shrug and say you had your opportunity and it's unfortunate what'll happen to y'all, but like outside of some of these parts that they could use here and there, I don't know what the utility of Dark Order is going forward into the future. And I don't mean to say that as if like, oh, they always sucked or nothing like that. Nah, because Silver was a great tag team. Grayson, when he was still here with Uno, was a very good tag team. You give someone that looks like Preston Vance a shot. Alan Angels is someone that you see what he's done in the ring. He deserves a shot somewhere. Anna Jay it deserves a shot in the women's division. But like as far as them being the unit in or whatever or a faction or whatever, I don't know how that's going to work going forward because they don't really have like a front man in that way that commands TV time or TV presence or whatever else or
Yeah.
front woman. But you get my point. Like I think that like the Anna Jay and Tay Conti thing of their dynamic now that Tay's a heel and how they're going to play off that and how they're going to react to each other is more interesting than like really anything they have going for them right now. It doesn't involve Hangman.
Yeah. It's like the talent has showed up, and there's a lot of pieces of AEW that just they're
Kind of
getting lost, like outgrown.
But I mean, that's kind of how it goes in history. Like we talk about this often as far as like the great players you've seen in your era or for a certain stretch of time, and then like where they like how are people going to remember them after X amount of time passes? Like, am I going to be that old man trying to tell y'all how absolutely fucking cold Baron Davis was, and then like pull up on YouTube this at this time for my my little cousin who's born in 2012 show him this for him was this grainy ass video of him dunking on Andre Karolinko. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's a tough ask. Like as time passes, and like I think I guess the best way to say it is like given how bad it went for them to start up, like where they ended up and how long they lasted is better than I would have imagined.
Yeah, I thought Dark Order was going to be done as of the end of last year, personally. Like, and that was like maybe like a year before that I had made that prediction. Like, I was having a conversation with somebody, and it was just like, yeah, I can't see it lasting any longer. And they've outlasted that. So I don't know where it goes from here, but I hope that all these guys kind of remain in the mix somewhere. The whole segment kind of ended with